Hey everybody, it's Trigger Bar Philosopher back at the tabletop. Today we're going to be looking at the PA15. This is the lower from Palmetto State Armory. Let's get going. Okay, so what we have here is a lower that we showed off in a previous review of the Palmetto Blem M4. Now we're going to be seeing how it fits along with some other uppers that I have here assembled. We're just going to go one by one and see how the fitment is, what a lower like this, how it will rate when you put it up with other uppers that are of sort of similar budgetary considerations and maybe build quality. And then we're going to go up to a little, bring it down just a little bit more expensive and see how those fit too. So let's take a look now. All right, so first up we have the PA15. I have assembled the Precision Defense upper on this lower, and I just wanted to take a look at the fitment. You can see maybe just the tiniest. I mean, it's definitely not wobbling much. There's a little bit of wobble maybe in the handguard that I'm feeling. Maybe I need to tighten that nut down that was sent from Palmetto. I will say, as a reminder for those who are reviewing this video, I am not in any ways or means endorsing, advertising, trying to get you to buy any of this equipment. I'm just doing it a review for entertainment purposes and so on and so forth like that. But I just wanted to take a look for anybody that does. It is a really good fit and there's no real wiggle in it. The only wiggle you may have is back here, and that seems pretty consistent with most of my stocks, and then maybe just a little bit here on the handguard, but nothing in between these two, and I think those can be fixed pretty easily. And so I am going to be doing a more full review of this Precision Defense upper. It is a mid-length gas system, which I'm really happy, versus the PA15 M4 that I had was a carbine length, so this is going to shoot just a little bit softer and a little bit better. And so we will be doing a full review of that later, but definitely a pretty good option right now if that's something you're looking to do, not something I'm recommending you do or even have an ability to sell you. So let's take a look at the next one. Okay, so this is the next one. This is from Radical Arms, and this is an integrally suppressed upper, and so it has a 10.5-inch barrel and then a pinned and welded suppressor attached to it. I still haven't gotten my review done on this. I will be looking to do that in a little bit and maybe doing some comparisons with some of the other options. But just looking how this PA15 again mounts with this Radical Arms, it's really a nice fit. There's like no wiggle in it other than the things that we talked about before. So I think that's going to be a good option. So again, this Palmetto lower is turning out to be a pretty good fitter for something that's in that quality range and that price point, if that's something you are looking for. Okay, so next up we've mounted the PA15 with a Geisley upper. I've been referring to this before. This is my green machine and usually have it mounted with a Aero Precision lower. But you just take a look again, it's pretty tight and well fitting on here. There isn't much wiggle on it, and so that's something again that's going to be looking pretty nice for you if that's an option that you want to go. These are really in different budget tiers, these two systems. This is a fairly bit more quality type system, and this is a little bit more budget oriented, but don't really want to join on the just as good crowd. But there is a little bit of play between them, but I've definitely seen worse between uppers and lowers. So let's keep going. All right, so finally I have my DDM4 V7, and we have it mounted with a PA15. And we're just taking a look that the fitment again is pretty nice on this Daniel Defense. And again, a little bit more quality of an item and something that you would be looking to, maybe not mount a Palmetto State Armory lower with a Daniel Defense upper. But what I'm seeing here for the most part is that these Palmetto lowers have really good fitment to the uppers. So this is the last one, and kind of in hindsight and in going and increasing sort of known for quality and then also perhaps budget we're talking about. We started with the Precision Defense, and then we went to the Radical Arms, and then we went to the Geisley, and now we're finishing with the Daniel Defense. And those have all been really good fitting items on top of this Palmetto. And we started with the Palmetto, and I didn't show that first, but that's okay. I think that this is a pretty good option. So when you're out there looking, what blower do you want to get, and what's going to be something good for you, I think this is definitely something that you might want to consider. Again, I'm not here to make recommendations or to sell you on anything, but certainly in terms of fitment to all of these different types of uppers, this is a pretty good option. So let me know what you think. Would you ever dare mate a Daniel Defense and a PSA lower on your rifle? Do you like to match quality for quality? Do you go up a tier and down a tier with your rifle builds, or where do you put your money when you're looking at it? Please put the comments in the comments below. Love to hear from all of you. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't already, and please share and like this video. Thank you.